Welcome back to Boxing Insane. Boxing always has terrifying giants that any boxer must be wary of when they confront them.
Not once, 3 times to beat him.
These heavyweights create fiery fights and sometimes cause opponents to give up boxing forever. So today we're going to look at some of the hardest punchers in heavyweight boxing.
I'm taking the risk to fight him.
But before we jump in, remember, like, subscribe, tap the bell icon so you don't miss out on any updates from Boxing Insane. Now let's look at Oleksandr Usyk. Usyk, a very talented, intelligent boxer who overwhelms his opponents both as a cruiserweight and a heavyweight. Let's take a first look at how he defeats Tony Bellew. The savagery stopped for a particular moment in the 5th. A low blow to the 2012 Olympic winner's groin really upset him. But Usyk's fitness and footwork were almost unbelievable. The Ukrainian danced around like a teenager for every second of the fight. In the 7th, he overpowers Bellew and forces him back into the ropes several times. The 8th is a sensational round. The end comes courtesy of this scintillating 2-punch combination punctuated by a big straight left that sent Bellew crashing to the canvas with a bloody face. Up first, it's Wladimir Klitschko. Wladimir Klitschko is a boxing legend with classic fights that please his fans. Let's see some interesting fighting with the taunting of Kubrat Pulev. Pulev's first world title defeat comes against Klitschko November 15, 2014. Klitschko floors his challenger after just 1 minute of the first round, but was met with a defiant response.
Left hook, which delivered as a lot of other Klitschko left hooks, and now there are 2 knockdowns.
Pulev jumps to his feet on unsteady legs and taunts the Ukrainian by standing on one leg and sticking his tongue out at him. Klitschko replied by knocking him down again straight away. Sometime later, Pulev made it back to his feet and survived the round.
The American fans are watching. There's the left hook.
Klitschko has to invent a
Hard
body
right
attack.
hand by Klitschko momentarily wobbled Pulev again.
When he can do.
But in the 5th, Klitschko landed one final crunching left hook and flattens Pulev. This was a very entertaining affair, but ultimately he's laid out flat on his back after 5 rounds. Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is known as the one-hitter. With that brutal right hand, he can crush any opponent in sight. Let's look at Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale. His horrific one-punch knockout of Breazeale last May left no doubt about his ability to turn out the lights at any moment. The crowd erupted as the then undefeated former world champion floors his mandatory challenger in the 3rd minute of the first round. Brazil can be seen standing still for a split second as his mind took just a moment to register what had just hit him, and his body crashes to the ground like a sack of potatoes.
Finish. Bang. Good night.
Now let's look at Wilder versus Stavern. This was their second match, a rematch, and where Wilder flattens the Haitian-Canadian with a straight right hand in the first round. Stavern made it back to his feet, but Wilder posed in the middle of the ring with hands down before unleashing again.
That would be he is. Exactly what he did.
But Wilder skids across the ring to find out he only has 10 seconds, and he pummels his foe with one final combination, leaving him slumped on the canvas. Next up, Andy Ruiz. Ruiz is famous for his lightning-fast hand speed, and it was the weapon that helped him get a surprise victory over the champion, Anthony Joshua. Joshua's fans witnessed one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight boxing history. Ruiz dropped Joshua before the bell of round 3 and then stalked and banged up the British star until scoring a knockdown in round 7. Joshua gamely fired back and landed some choice shots, but was ultimately overwhelmed and sent to the canvas again on what looked like a slip. But when he got up, he couldn't convince referee Griffith that he could continue. Next up, Tyson Fury. Up to now, the only person with a draw with Tyson Fury was Deontay Wilder. However, Wilder was completely overwhelmed in the third match of both men. Wilder absorbed enormous punishment and appeared to be physically drained for much of the bout. But the veteran champion shows his toughness while still throwing power shots on weak and weary legs.
Or his legs like he was in the first 2 fights.
Wilder, able to touch him.
Fury finally finishes him off in the 11th, sending Wilder face first to the canvas with a chopping right hand fired from high in the air. Fury then climbs onto the ropes in weary celebration in front of a frenzied crowd of 15,820 at the T-Mobile Arena on the south end of the Vegas Strip. Next, it's Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is a boxer with a great physique, but his main strength is the powerful, solid punches. Let's see the match between Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Povetkin. Povetkin joins the clash with supposedly his best days behind him, and the end has come. A left hook leaves Povetkin open, and Joshua follows with a straight right that puts him on the canvas.
I'm going to answer that. Yes, by Joshua.
Povetkin had his head through the ropes at one point, but he somehow managed to get to his feet. But his attempt was only for Joshua to pile in with a flurry of punches, causing the referee to stop the fight with 1:01 left in the round. Well, that's our compilation of the hardest punchers in heavyweight boxing. Did we miss any punchers that need to be on the list? What do you want to know more about? Hey, leave your comments below and let us know. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and tap that icon bell. That way you don't miss any videos from Boxing Insane. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.